Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode in my FSX Flight Simulator flight series. I'm glad you could join me once again for episode 12, where we'll be flying from, or I should say within the USA. We're here at LaGuardia in New York, KLGA, and we'll be flying to Pittsburgh International in Pennsylvania, KPIT. Now today we'll be flying this American Airlines Airbus A350-200. Our call sign is American 1. Our route today is a VOR route. We will be cruising at 8,500 feet. Our route will be first VOR LGA, followed by FJC, then on to SEG, then TON, followed by REC, and on to our final VOR, which is MMJ. The time at the moment is 13:15, which is 15 minutes or quarter past 1 in the afternoon, 1:15 p.m. And at the moment we are just waiting to get some pushback clearance, and we'll then taxi to the runway. What we'll do in the meantime is we'll just get our overhead panel up. Our APU is running. As you can see there, our APU is running. Turn on some lights, our beacon, strobe, navigation. Let's get ourselves ready for pushback, and I will be back with you in just one moment. And we'll just have a bit of a look around the aircraft. Nice model, this one here. Nice rendering of the American Airlines Airbus A350-200. Let's contact air traffic control. Get ready to get some clearance.
Guardia, clearance delivery. American 1 IFR to Pittsburgh, ready to copy. American 1 is cleared to Pittsburgh Airport as filed. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain 8,500. Departure frequency is 118.0, squawk 4655. American 1 cleared to Pittsburgh Airport as filed. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain 8,500. Departure on 118.0, squawk 4655. American 1, readback is correct. Contact ground on 121.7 when ready to taxi.
We will set our altitude to 8,500 feet, and we'll tune to ground in just a moment. There's our cockpit view, and as you can see we've got 8,500 set there. Okay, and we'll just set our airspeed at 255 knots for the moment. Auto thrusters. Let's just get our overhead up again. Let's just turn on our probe heat for now. Okay, just before we push back, let's just have a look at a few of the different views. There's our wing view. There's our external view again. Let's contact ground and see if we can get some clearances here.
LaGuardia, ground. American 1 with Mike, ready to taxi IFR. American 1, taxi to and hold short of runway 4 via taxiway Mike, Alpha, Delta, Bravo. Contact tower on 118.7 when ready. Taxiing, hold short, runway 4 via taxiway Mike, Alpha, Delta, Bravo. American 1.
Okay, so we have our clearance, taxi clearance, taxi to runway 4. So let's get ourselves some pushback here and proceed to runway 4 as instructed.
Ground from cockpit. Go ahead. Ready for pushback. Okay, steering pin inserted. Release brakes. Brakes released. Okay, pushing back. All engines clear for startup.
Okay, so let's start up our engines. Our engines are just coming up online. Engine number 1. As you can hear that just slightly in the background now. Engine number 2 is coming online at the moment.
Set parking brake. Parking brakes are set. Prepare for taxi and signal on left side. Towing system removed and hand signal on left side.
Okay, we're all clear. So let's start our taxi to runway 4. Here we are at the runway. Our flaps are set. Our heading is also correct. Our altitude is correct. We have everything ready to go. Okay, we're on RTO. What we'll do now is we'll tune to the Guardia Tower and request takeoff.
Guardia Tower, American 1, ready for IFR departure, runway 4.
American 1, cleared for takeoff, runway 4.
Okay, got our clearance to take off. Okay, I'll be with you or back with you after the takeoff. Hope you enjoy the flight, and again, thanks for joining me on episode 12, and let's get this plane in the air.
Eighty knots. V1, rotate. V2.
American 1, contact New York, departure on 118.0.
118.0 for American 1. New York departure, American 1 is at 1,100, climbing 8,000. American 1, New York departure, roger, altimeter 2992. American 1, turn left and heading 280, resume on navigation, climb and maintain 8,000. Turn left and heading 280, resume on navigation, climb and maintain 8,000. American 1. American 1, contact New York departure on 120.8. 120.8, American 1. New York departure, American 1 is at 3,000, climbing 8,000. American 1, New York departure, roger, altimeter 2992. American 1, contact New York approach on 127.6. 127.6, American 1. American 1, turn right heading 285, resume on navigation. Turn right heading 285, resume on navigation. American 1. World travel 8186, turn right heading 270. American 1, contact New York approach on 132.8.
Turn right heading 270, world travel 8186.
132.8 for American 1. New York approach, American 1, with you 8,500. American 1, New York approach, roger, altimeter 29902.
Okay, so here we are at our cruising altitude on our way to our first VOR, which is LGA, and we are cruising currently at a speed of 350 knots.
American 1, contact Allentown approach on 118.2. 118.2 for American 1.
Okay, so we have just passed our second VOR and on our way to our third VOR being SEG, and we're about 41 nautical miles from that VOR. What I'll do is I will bring that up for you. As you can see, 39 nautical miles. just bring up our overhead panel here and make sure everything is correct, which it all is, no problem. Quite a nice view there from our wing as we get closer to our VOR and of course our destination. We are currently travelling at 380 knots at our cruising altitude of 8,500 feet. Just bring up the display so you can see that there in the corner. Bring up our radio stack there, which gives us our active and standby frequencies. All is good there. Just bring up that and turn on our anti-skid for our landing. And here is our engine panel. Get that a bit bigger for you. As you can see, our engine, our bleeds are all good pressure. Everything's very nicely sitting where it should be. APU is off. Our hydraulics are all good. Our fuel, we have plenty, as you can see there, plenty of fuel. As you can see, we have our fuel on board. All good there. Our flight controls screen there. Let's bring up our GPS, and as you can see there is SEG, and we're only 11 nautical miles from SEG, so we only have another 3 VORs to intercept, and we will then be arriving in Pittsburgh.
American 1, contact New York Center on 134.8. 134.8 for American 1. New York Center, American 1, with you. Orbit 6635. Contact Cleveland Center on 124.325. American 1, New York Center, roger. Altimeter 29902. Going to 124.325, orbit 6635. American 1, turn right, heading 280, resume. Resume on navigation.
Okay, so we're just turning on to our new heading, and we are on our way to 4th VOR, which is TON, and we're 40 nautical miles from that VOR.
American 1, contact Cleveland Center on 121.2. Going to 121.2. American 1. Cleveland Center, American 1, with you 8,500.
American 1, Cleveland Center, roger. Altimeter 2992.
Okay, we're just coming up on our next VOR, which is TON. We're 3 nautical miles away, and then we are on to our second last VOR, which is REC.
Cleveland Center, orbit 5827 is out of flight level 289er, flight level 190. American 1, contact Cleveland Center on 128.45. Orbit 5827, Cleveland Center, roger.
128.45 for American 1. Cleveland Center, American 1, with you 8,500. American 1, Cleveland Center, roger. Altimeter 2992. American 1, turn left heading 220. Turn left heading 220. American 1. Cleveland Center, American Pacific 6016 with you. American Pacific 6016 Cleveland Center, roger. Altimeter 2992. American Pacific 6016, contact Cleveland Center on 124.4. Going to 124.4, American Pacific 6016. American 1, turn right heading 250, proceed on course. Turn right heading 250, resume on navigation. American 1. American 1, you're 68 miles east. Turn right heading 280. Expect vectors ILS. Runway 32. Approach. Turn right heading 280. Expect vectors ILS. Runway 32. Approach. American 1. Cleveland Center, American Pacific 6016 with you. American 1, turn right heading 310. American
Okay, so we just got our instructions to turn on to a heading of 280, and we are clear for landing on runway 32.
American 1, please expedite your turn to heading 310.
Okay, now 310 is our new heading. As we approach Pittsburgh.
American 1, turn left heading 275.
Okay, at the moment we're about 46 nautical miles from our airport, so I will start to slow the plane down a little bit. We are now 40 nautical miles from our airport, KPIT, which is Pittsburgh International in Pennsylvania, and I've begun to slow the plane down and get ready for our landing.
Pittsburgh approach, American 1 with you, 8,500. American 1, Pittsburgh approach, roger, altimeter 29902. Pittsburgh approach, American Pacific 6016 with you, 10,000. American 1, descend and maintain 2,500. American Pacific 6016, Pittsburgh approach, roger, altimeter 29902. American 1, turn left heading 265, descend and maintain 2,500. Turn left heading 265, descend and maintain 2,500. American 1. American 1, turn left heading 235. Pacifica 7358, you are 21 miles south, turn left heading 355, descend and maintain 2,500. Cleared ILS, runway 32, approach, maintain 2,500 until established on the localizer. Contact Pittsburgh Tower on 128.3.
Okay, so we've started our descent to 2,500. Be back with you once we land, as there's going to be a fair bit of ATC chatter as I get closer to Pittsburgh. So I'll talk with you after we land.
Turn right heading 055, American Pacific 1266. Pittsburgh Tower, American 1 is 18 miles southeast, inbound ILS, runway 32, approach. American 1, Pittsburgh Tower, fly straight in, runway 32, altimeter 29902. Inbound ILS, runway 32, approach. Pacifica 7358, Pittsburgh Tower, make straight in, runway 32, altimeter 29902. Pacifica 7358, cleared to land, runway 32. 7358, go around. Going around, Pacifica 7358. Pacifica 7358, contact Pittsburgh approach on 124.75. American 1 cleared to land, runway 32. Cleared to land, runway 32. American 1. Pittsburgh, Howard, American Pacific 1266 is 7 miles southeast, inbound ILS, runway 32, approach. Orbit read 121. American 1, contact ground on 121.9er. 121.9er. American 1. Pittsburgh, ground, American 1, taxi to the gate.
American 1, taxi to gate Bravo 48 is taxiway Romeo 1, Romeo Foxtrot Victor Delta, Delta 1, Victor 6.
Taxi 2 and hold short, runway 32, via taxiway Yankee 1, Victor 1, Charlie, November, runway 10, center, November, runway 10, right, runway 14, American Pacific 7053.
Okay, so there you have it. Another successful flight and pretty decent landing there. Had a bit of turbulence on the way in, so it was a little bit bumpy, but not too bad all in all. That's our flight from Guardia in New York, KLGA, to Pittsburgh International, Pennsylvania, KPIT, with this very nice American Airlines Airbus A350-200. I thank you for being with me on episode 12. All I'll do now is just shut down these engines and turn off some lights here. Beacon strobe at wing. We'll start our APU on, and that'll get our APU going. Turn our seatbelts. That's the end of our flight. Thank you very much for joining me. Again, if you enjoyed the flight, please don't forget to subscribe and also give us a like. So thanks again, and see you till next time. Bye bye.